Hello, my spiritual friends. This is a short video about self-hatred and not standing in your own power and about self-sacrifice, especially about women. Okay, so if you're interested, you can watch the video. I have a lot of clients because I'm doing massage for women. That's actually my occupation. Also, I'm a personal trainer for women. A lot of women have actually a lot of self-hatred. And they're looking for, how do you say that? Outward validation. So from the outside world, you hear that you are good enough and that's how you validate yourself. But that's not working because everything has to come from inside out. That's when you have a lot of stress in your mind, your body also stuck. Then you need to come to massage. So yeah. But what I was saying, a lot of women, especially when they have children, they are very much into people pleasing and self-sacrifice and putting other people before themselves. And that's actually how you're depleting your own energy. But you have to learn to stand in your own energy and self-love, a lot of self-love. And when you have a lot of self-love, your cup is filled up and then it can overflow and then you can also give it to other people. I don't know what, yeah. What I always give as an example to my client is the example of an airplane. The stewardess always in the airplane, they give an example and in the first of the flight, like, okay, if there was, in case of an emergency, the mask come down from the ceiling for the breathing. And even if you have a baby that is like 6 or 9 years old, you first have to put your own mask on your face, and then for your baby, even your baby cannot do it by herself or himself, it doesn't matter, you have to always help yourself first, because if it's not going good with yourself, you can also not help other people. So it's very important that you be very aware of that you cannot help other people if you're not well, if you're not feeling okay. So it's always first important that you learn to stand in your own light, in your own power. We are all part of infinite creator. We are all part of God's light. We are all made out of energy. Energy can never be created or destroyed, but we are all immortal, of course. And this is in spiritual circles, but also, of course, in science. If you look into neuroscience, quantum physics, you know that we are all made out of energy. Energy can never be created or destroyed, but we are all immortal souls. We all are an immortal soul that have a temporary human experience. And how do you say that? Everybody is you pushed out. So everything is just a mirror, it's just reflecting what is going in on the inside is what you see on the outside. And how I can say it, I can give an example. If you have a bad day and if you're not feeling good and you have a lot of anger, you can see that in your outside reality. When you putting out the angry energy, like attracts like. So you will attract some people that maybe fight for you or looking for a problem with you or whatever. But I had many times, for instance, with instant manifestation, when I think about a certain food, then someone talk about a certain food, or my partner said, oh yeah, let's order this kind of food, or maybe you're in the mood for that. And I think, I was just thinking about that. What you put out, you shall attract. Like attracts like. And how do you say that? When you're not feeling good enough, you're looking for outside validation, you will always feel that emptiness inside. I had a lot of self-hatred. I did multiple suicide attempts and I was very depressed. I had very severe depression, very heavy ADHD also. And I always felt so ugly and not good enough and everything. And I always had to be in a long-term relationship, and I needed my boyfriend to validate me. Since the age of 15, I've been in long-term relationships from 1, 2, 3 years, it's like this. But I always needed other people, my boyfriends, to say, okay, you're good enough, you're beautiful, I love you so much. And then I thought, okay, yeah, I am good enough, because also I had a very difficult childhood with my parents. I was not really good with them, so I had many issues like this. But of course everybody has their own issues, because nobody has the perfect childhood on this planet, because this planet is a place of duality. There is also darkness and there's also light. That's how we are expanding our consciousness, and that's how we can learn a lot. That's why Dolores Cannon always said planet Earth is the most difficult planet, and also in one of the most difficult universes our planet is located, planet Earth. And if you always look for outward validation, you will never fill up your own cup. Also, I always thought, I need my parents to love me. I always thought, if I make a mistake, I'm not good enough, they are angry at me, then I need always that validation, like the family love and the love of my boyfriend and everything. But how do you say that? After my spiritual awakening, I actually found out it was not what I was looking for. I was looking for restoring my connection with Infinite Creator, restoring my connection with Source, with God's light. And when you restore your connection to Infinite Creator, to God's light, your cup will be so filled up that it's just overflowing. And okay, maybe a relationship is nice, your husband loves you, this is just something that adds on to that, but or your parents also love you, of course, but it's not comparable with restoring your connection with Infinite Creator. And this is actually the only thing that can really fill up your cup, because we are all part of Infinite Creator, we're all part of God's light. How do you say? We're all made up of Source in our basic core. That's who we are. We are a part of Source. And when we incarnate on this planet, we forget where we came from. We forget our memories. When you go to QHHT, Quantum Healing Hypnose Technique, of course, from Dolores Cannon, her therapy is worldwide available in every country on this planet. When you go there, of course, to QHST, you can get your memories back before you incarnate on this planet. But then is one of the ways to restore also your connection to Source and to Infinite Creator. And when you stand in your own light and you stand in your own power, you're overflowing your own cup. And from there, other people can add on to that. Like, okay, I have a relationship extra, or my parents love me extra, or this is all very nice. But it's very important to stand in your own light, stand in your own power, and walk as one through this planet and on this planet Earth. And other things can be added on to that. But it's important that you love yourself, that you're not looking for outward validation, because that hole that you feel in your chest, that I also felt my entire life, the self-hatred, not feeling good enough, looking for outside validation, like your husband has to love you, has to say you're beautiful, you're good enough, or your boyfriend, and your parents have to say that you're a good child, blah blah, you're good enough, they love you. And then you are already whole and complete, and you do not need anything. But it's always good to work on yourself to improve. But on a soul-based level, every creature is already perfect. But you are, this body is your physical expression on this planet. And you can always work on yourself to improve. I don't know, if you want to work in your career or your knowledge, or you want to improve your health and your fitness, or your physical body, you want to be more fit or sporty or something, you can always go for that goal and eat more healthy and go more to the gym or this kind of things, or work on your habits, or you know what I mean. But in your soul-based level, you are already perfect. If you want to work on your mental, I also really recommend the book, of course, from Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. It really changed my life. I recommend the book from Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. And also, of course, remember, everything is temporary movement. Everything comes and goes. What's the only thing that's permanent is that you are aware. You know that you're different than 10 years ago. But that part of you that remembers that you are different than 10 years ago, that part never changes. It's just the immortal observer, Yeah, it's very easy. And definitely have to read the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It really healed with my depression, and it completely shifted my perception of the reality, and it helped me so much. Yeah. Okay. So it was a longer video than I expected. I hope you learned something from this, and I love you all. Send you all love and light. Bye.